Good morning! Today I'm going to give you a proper tour of my van because AJ and I are prepping for a big, well, a road trip coming up soonish. So I got to get the van all ready for us to go that way and then that way. So yeah, it's about time for a proper van tour. This is it, Bruno, the van. Come in. Bruno is a 2013 Mercedes Sprinter high roof, long wheelbase, and he's awesome. Not my fault, not my fault. And as you can already tell, Bruno just isn't one of those fully decked out house vans, but he has everything I need. So this is the current state of Bruno. How do I put it? Disaster? Like a bomb went off? Tornado? Pigsty? We can't live in Bruno like this. Not at all. Hence the getting Bruno ready. And we're gonna continue with the tour as we go. Jay. It's clean. We're gonna start from the back. This is the bedroom. This is a futon out of an RV that my dad somehow found for free. He has a magical power for finding free things. It folds out into a bed. And it's actually pretty comfortable. Since it's made for an RV, I have it cam strapped to the D-rings that are on the floor. And speaking of the floor, this is vinyl rollout flooring from Home Depot, $3.72 on sale. And we got enough to redo the whole floor again. It just sits on top of the regular gray base floor of the van, but it works and it's easy to sweep. These are storage hammocks, essentials that stay in the mesh, volleyball, puffy jacket, Patagonia raincoat, bucket hat, hammock straps, a hat with a flashlight in it, and another bucket hat. We only keep the essentials. And you might be thinking, what is up with these curtains? They're made of Gore-Tex. See, my dad has a clothing company and they used to make snowboard clothing. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. He had a bunch of Gore-Tex left over from a long time ago. Voila, very good light blockage, and in case it happens to rain inside the van, they're waterproof. Very cool. In true and fairness, my dad did say to trim them, and they weren't supposed to be this long, and I never did it, so whose fault is it really? His, obviously. It's the surfboard racks on the roof. They are bolted in cam straps with cam strap buckles, one of my favorite features of the van. Although, this hurts really bad. And of course I've done it 100 times, because it just, ow, you know? And then we have all this space under the bed, which of course can't be wasted. So what we keep under here is a rollout table, a toolkit, wooden blocks for leveling the van in uneven campsites, and a kite pump. And usually clothes, but that's not yet. And I don't have permanent storage bins, so instead, I use these yellow top bins. But they're nice, they're stackable, and they're waterproof. This one is my garage, you could say. It has a emergency car thing, cam straps, extra surfboard fins, an absolute necessity, an avalanche shovel, a frisbee, first aid kit in a water bottle, a roll of Gorilla Tape, and some other stuff. This one is kitchen, so it has a $59 fish fillet table, and it works great. The whole thing's a cutting board. It's awesome. Water tank, water pump, cigarette lighter, water hose, up to the sink. It does everything I need, really. It's just running water. I don't keep drinking water in it, but it sure is nice to have water to rinse dishes or wash your hands or, I don't know, take a bath. For a refrigerator, I don't have a fancy Dometic, although I would love one. Cooler. Kitchen. The front is all pretty standard, really. I do have the Kenwood stereo. Now for my two favorite parts of the van. But it's not just any hood. It's a slightly peeling hood because this is chalkboard paint. So you can draw on it like a chalkboard. And the second one involves a little climbing. It's the loft, the upstairs, the balcony, the deck. The deck. Favorite is sleeping up here and looking at the stars when you fall asleep. This is the best I've ever slept is up here. And as far as a bathroom, I don't have like a composting toilet or anything, but I do have a bucket. Actually, I've never had to use that because I can always find a bathroom. I'm never that far out into the boonies. But in a case of emergency, I do have it. And toilet paper, of course. So I guess that concludes the van tour. It's gonna end up really full, but this is the basic layout of camper van Bruno. It's a good van. And I have a lot of memories with Bruno. Okay, I'm dragging it out. Goodbye. Have a lovely evening.